What's going on, everybody? This is MC Laura O, and if you're watching this video, I'm here to tell you that we finally made it to my 1-year wedding anniversary. Congratulations! So I thought, what better way to celebrate this momentous occasion than to share 3 things that I've learned as an event MC that will take your business to the next level. Number 1, don't offer services if you cannot deliver on the product. So this time last year, we hired a vendor to shoot our wedding for both photo and video. And fast forward to the whole story, we signed the contract, we paid his money in full, paid a deposit and then the final balance over time with the promise of making sure that he give us our fully edited photos and official wedding video. And let me tell you, it is a year later and we have not received any video, but we did get our pictures, but it wasn't on time. Here are some examples of the excuses this particular vendor sent to me about reasons why he could not finish the video at the time stated on the contract.
One eternity later.
So instead of enjoying high-res quality visuals from our actual official photographer and videographer, we have had to opt into enjoying these memories from the visuals taken from our wedding guests' camera phones. And of course, our amazing content creator captured by Hills, who I would definitely recommend in a heartbeat because she turned over this content in 24 to 48 hours max. Months and months and months of following up, back and forth text, calling, texting, everything. We still haven't got to a conclusion about when we will receive our video content. So from a client standpoint, I'm telling myself, hey, you've been paid on time. We signed a contract. You reviewed it. We understood what the clauses were, what the responsibility was, and you just didn't achieve your end of the bargain, which was you would deliver on the products 2 weeks after the official wedding was over. And then from the vendor standpoint, don't bite off more than you can chew. If this is not something that you can do and it's not your capacity, make sure you have a short list of referrals that you can give to your client if you're not able to get the job done on time. Now, I know some of y'all will be asking me, are you guys taking the legal route? Yes. We've done everything in our power to make sure we do things the professional way. We do things behind the scenes to make sure we can mitigate the situation, make sure we try to go back to the contracts, make sure we go back to the budget sheet, just trying to figure out anything that we were missing on our end as the client. Because if I, as a client, have forgot to do something and we offended the videographer or the photographer or any of the vendors, we try to go back to our sheet to make sure that we got our grounds covered. And the last tip is to respect your client's time and vision, because time is money. And if they're paying you, you better be on the job on time. Now, that tip is very important as well, because I can recall last year during my wedding when I was getting ready and we were expecting our vendors at the hotel to get ready at particular call times. And so for his call time, he showed up late. And by the time he arrived, the first thing he did was prostrate on the floor and shout, "Iyawo, Iyawo," which means wife in Yoruba. And I'm looking at him like, why are you calling my name? Why are you calling my name? You're late. You're late. And that's taken us back from the kind of, videography or photography that you were scheduled to do. Because towards the end at the hotel, we had to wrap up and started rushing to head out the door. And there were particular types of photographs and video content that I wanted to take of my girls in the hotel room. And that is why it's important to respect the vision of those clients that you work for. If they know there's something that they really want to achieve during that time, we got to find a way to make it happen. You understand? In this case, this particular vendor was overly imposing his ideas into our vision for the wedding. So much so that even after the wedding, when we're trying to chase him for the official video content or the official wedding video, he said in order for him to finish making the video, we would have to go to his studio to shoot separate content to add onto the video content that he took during the wedding. Why would we take out time out of our schedule months later to go to your studio to add more content that we already, that was already supposed to be shot that day that you were paid to do the job? Do you understand what I'm saying? Then he proceeds to remind you that he has over 2 decades of experience as a filmmaker in the industry, and that his ideas will make what we already had a vision for our video better. And so I'm a stickler because I'm particular about my pictures. I'm particular about my video. I know what I want. I know what it should look like. And so when you're coming to tell me what you think is best for me or my husband, is kind of like, what are you doing? Please respect what the client wants. If they say they want A and you think B is better, unless they say, you know what, let's do B because we don't have any idea what we're doing, then respect when they say, I want A. That's it. You're there to do a job. It is not your wedding. It is not your wedding. I'm not here to make this video for the purpose of getting him canceled, because everything that I'm saying to you right now, I've said to him to his face. I've said to him by text. I've said to him by messages. Anything that you can remotely think about delivering this message, he is very much aware about these free tips that I've given for him to take and utilize to build himself up and be a better vendor to other clients in the near future. After all, this is not my first rodeo working with him. I've worked with him multiple times in the past, but this is the first major job that I've given him where he has flopped miserably as far as his promise to deliver on a service in full. He does amazing work, but would I refer him to anybody who I know? No. No matter how talented you are, if you don't have the business acumen or the customer service skills, your talent alone will not save you. And that is a position you never, ever, ever, ever want to be in. So I hope you guys took something away that will be beneficial to whatever you guys are trying to establish and grow in your business. So until next time, follow MC Laura O for more tips.